You know what? Life is never easy, but still, let's stop bullshitting and let the movie begin.
I don't know. Have a good day, okay?
The theme is not always the same for me. Like in the last year, I was a student, and suddenly now I'm an office zombie and trying to carve out a living on my own. Being a student was fascinating, especially when you got to experience it all over again after learning so much from the bitter and sweet, from something we now call reality. And honestly, I love it.
Of course, I mean, who doesn't like it?
Look at what we've achieved. We make new friends. Most of you are younger than my generation. You got wildest ideas that I wouldn't dare imagine. We spent nights over papers and presentations. I hope they paid off in some way. We traveled to different cities, places that tied us together even tighter. Today life has put us into countless dilemmas where we constantly need to choose between one another, make different choices that can lead us to various results. The uneasiness for me is hard to get rid of. That's how I would describe as the malaise, a constant feeling of being unsafe, while it is extremely difficult to identify the root cause of it. It appears when you feel lonely, it appears when you try out new options, and it persists when you just don't know how. Fear of the unknown, I guess.
The unknown. We can fear the unknown. We can just start to make the unknown known.
Chapter 2. Didn't expect it, huh?
You know, in this chapter, mainly I want to talk about
Choices. The exact thing that tells us we are unique in this world.
So to me, it is the essence of improvisation in life.
We as human beings are actually made of pure choices. Each time you make a decision, you divert the path in front of you that leads you to who you will become. I mean, how wonderful is it? We never know what will the alternative reality look like, yet we just wouldn't stop thinking about it. Sorrow, forgiveness, and regret are the consequences of this uncontrollable behavior. We can feel them so strongly because we are empathetic and we can see things in different ways, even though they did not actually take place.
感情这种东西，你如果你的意图太强烈的话，你会迷失掉，就是你会不知道你到底在干嘛。
Well, I went to Taiwan, by the way, which you know, it's not a big deal.
People here are just extremely nice. We went on a nice trip, there's scrutinizing around. One thing I admired the most was that we were so overwhelmed by kindness and happiness coming from the bottom of every heart.
啊，不然他叫我糖，我講頭家有辣無味，啊你叫我糖我就改做啦。頭家好，頭家點樣？有冇？
I suppose that there is sometimes a simpler way of living for us all to choose. And the dreams of living in somewhere quiet and peaceful just seem more real while I was in this beautiful place.
就我不可能教你不要讨厌一个人啊，你讨厌就是讨厌，你只会让你只有办法，别人只有让你没那么讨厌，可他没有办法做到让你不讨厌他，这不可能。我觉得就是能让你停留在那里。
是啊，有时候跟神明对话是让自己有一个安慰感。
and I want to go back to uni.
Oh, come on. Come on, no one comes to New York and just leaves without something terrible happening. What happened to you? Hey. Come on, you get...
Oh my god, this movie is just magnific.
What kind of people love changes? Well, first of all, I don't want to talk about obvious changes. For instance, a raise in salary is favorable and a raise in the underground price is sickening. Perhaps changes towards the veiled is what I mean in this context. Do you feel thrilled doing things that can lead to dual-sided endings? Do you escape from facing new problems in your life?
Jesus, this is not an MVP artist.
The fast-changing era we're currently living in has forced us to deal with things in a quick way, whether you love it or not. But in the meanwhile, where are all the precious merits that human beings preserve? Interaction between people, care for the world's tragedy, dream of a better future. Do they change? Do we love when they're no longer the same?
I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Alright guys, this is the end of the episode, and let me know how you think about this kind of podcast style vlog I'm making, because honestly I don't really know how it looks like to you. But anyway, then I want to leave you with one more question to ponder over. If everyone in this world make exactly the same choices as you would, will this world be a better place or not? Thanks for watching, I'll catch you later.